It's Clara, the book goddess, and today I am bringing you another round of the Judge a Book by its cover challenge, and this time my special guest is my dad. He's you guys may have seen him in my Universal vlog videos. I think you were in those somewhere. But I just think he would be very funny doing this challenge, and so I picked a few books and I'm very excited to see what he makes of them. So let's just get into it. So the first book is Winter by Marissa Meyer.
I have not read the back, so let's see. Winter. Looking at the apple, I would have to say it's probably a twist on the, not Sleeping Beauty, what's the one? Snow White. I would say this is probably a twist on the Snow White story with the apple and has some kind of magic in it, probably from what everything else that she reads. And I thought maybe this was Twilight, but she corrected me that it's a different Meyer. So,
Yes.
And I did read the Twilight story, but this one I would have to say Snow White. And that's what I'm doing.
It is. This is the fourth book in the Lunar Chronicle series, which is science fiction takes on different fairy tales, and this is the last
And
one.
she blocks my view.
Which is a Snow White retelling, but it also has the characters from the previous three books, and I love this book. It's so very good.
So was I right?
Yes, you were right with that one. So the next one we have is The Rapin the Dawn.
I better stop now while I'm ahead.
The Rapin the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh.
Okay. So obviously a foreign princess, probably from a different world, not in the United States, so not in the modern Earth. Probably takes place in another universe or something like that. But the way she's dressed, probably more Indian or Pakistani or Middle East, maybe Egyptian or Saudi Arabian. And then probably somebody dies in it, I'm for certain.
This is a retelling of the story of 1001 Nights. Basically, our main character, Shahrazad, marries a man who kills each wife. He takes a new wife every night and kills her in the morning, but she survives. And it is a very, very good book. The first in a duology. The first one is certainly better than the second one, but if you like fantasy and magic and romance, you will certainly love this book. Next up, we have a classic, and that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, which I just finished reading.
We're not going to do this Great Gatsby.
Yes, we are.
No, I have never read The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, you haven't read those either.
I know. This one, I would say, it's about a wealthy billionaire who is like a playboy who travels all over the world and does everything he wants to do. That's it. Told you.
It's about fancy parties in the 1920s and a man that's in love with somebody.
Right after the Gilded Age.
There you go.
So that was pretty
It's really good. Okay, next up, you might know what this one is about considering the fact I got it for Christmas, and that is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Another Marissa Meyer, she's like my favorite author. Oh, you can't look the book back.
Well,
actually,
this is not. Is this just?
It's completely separate from that.
Well, Heartless must be somebody who has no heart and no fear, no care for anyone.
No, that's
The inability to love.
It's kind of complicated.
Okay, well, it says the Lunar Chronicles. Or the author.
The author of the Lunar Chronicles.
So what I'm saying is, yeah, she got it for Christmas, but I have no idea what this was about, so we'll let her tell you.
This book is the backstory to the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, and this is basically the story of how she goes from this very sweet young thing in the Queen of Hearts.
Oh, from
Alice in Wonderland. You know, Miss Off with His Head. It's the story of how she goes from sweet, loving, caring girl to off with his head. You know.
I like her already.
It's a very, very good book, especially if you like Wonderland. It's amazing. Okay, so the next one is The Star-Touched Queen by Miss Roshni Chokshi. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. I really don't know.
I have no idea.
Well, take a guess.
Looking at the cover, the star touched, so somehow some mystical being, something had touched this young girl that made her into a queen or helped her find her destiny.
No.
No.
No. not exactly.
Can we go back to this one?
No, we cannot go
This
back
is a
to
retelling
this
of
one. No.
Sleeping Beauty.
It's not Sleeping Beauty. It's
Or Snow White. Snow White.
No, this book is a Persephone and Hades retelling with Indian mythology. Oh.
clue.
So it's about a girl.
But she was touched by a star.
No.
That's what it says.
No, she has a horoscope. The girl she's a 17-year-old princess with a horoscope that promises a marriage that involves death and destruction, and everybody hates her, and then she marries this guy.
I need someone to read this book
So,
and confirm or deny
I have read that book twice. I know what I am talking about.
Okay.
Okay, and last but not
This
least.
one is about a retelling of how the bad queen became a good queen. I mean, a good girl became a bad girl.
Yeah,
Right
essentially.
From, what do you call it?
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland. I've read that book. That's pretty funny. Very logical.
Yeah, no.
Let's see, where we're at. Okay.
Okay.
Last one.
Last one is Seeker by Arwen Ellis Dayton.
Who?
Arwen Ellis Dayton. It's a very pretty name.
Is this a,
It is in a series, but I haven't read the rest of them yet.
is it a Knight's Tale?
Huh? No.
It looks like a Knight's Tale. So maybe a re-saying or a retelling or a twist.
It's not a retelling.
No, it's not a twist.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, I have no clue. But it's a pretty cover, so
Yes, it is
if you
pretty.
judge it by the cover, I'd say buy it.
That's
But
pretty
she'll
much
tell you
why
what
I
it's
did buy
about.
it.
So after tonight, there is no going back. It looks pretty good.
Ooh-wee.
I'll let you her tell you what it's about.
This is the
But
first.
remember, this one is Alice in Wonderland, Snow White, some sorcerer,
No,
touched by a
sorcerers.
star. What do you call it?
It's Persephone and Hades with Indian
Okay, yeah.
mythology,
Yeah.
essentially.
Some rich dude who throws a lot of parties. And some chick who doesn't get her head cut off after
He doesn't
being
get
married
their
for one
heads
night.
cut off. He strangles them with the silk cord.
Oh. Well, that's even worse. Some of them head off, chopped off. See, this book and this one
Oh me.
go together. You see, this lady who was good turns mean, off with their heads, gets with this one. That's how they happen. So you read this one and this one, you get the whole story.
Yeah, they're totally unrelated, but yeah. Anyway, Seeker is a sci-fi novel about assassins, I think. I don't really know. It's kind of a confusing book. So I'm hoping it's more...
Did you read it?
Yes, I did read it. I read it thoroughly and I enjoyed it, but it just didn't make a lot of sense.
So what she's saying is she's asked me to judge a book by the cover.
I know what it's about.
And she read it and can't tell you what it's about.
It's about
So,
assassins.
I think this is a
and
setup.
science fiction. It's good if you're into that sort of thing. So
Alice in Wonderland, Snow White,
yeah.
and rich dude, sorcerer,
No,
who
it's
survives
not.
from getting her head cut off.
No.
No, that's not that one. That's this
No.
one. Okay, there you go.
And sci-fi assassins. There we go. All right, you didn't do too bad.
Thanks for participating.
Thank
I did
you
all right.
guys.
Got
Yeah,
3
you
out
did
of
all right. Well, you
50%.
You did get rich dude with parties and
50%.
pretty well. Okay. All right, thank you guys for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Also follow the blog, and don't forget to check out my novel Captain Guinevere, which is as usual linked in the description.
Go Navy.
Yeah, go Navy. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.
Bye.